morning in the arena, Bobby. Ooh, it's the Boston Celtics scratch ticket. Good choice. You can win the $35,000. You didn't win. That's a foul for tossing a non-winning ticket before entering the second chance. Even a missed shot could mean home game tickets, Celtics merch, dinner with the legends. The next player's up. She's scratching. Oh, she's done it. Rhode Island Lottery turns every day into game day. Enter at rlove.com or the RL Lottery app. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. There is nothing more meaningful you can do for yourself, your family, and your friends than finally getting rid of that pain so you can enjoy time with them again, especially heading into vacation season. Here, let me help you. QC Kinetics takes care of your pain in the office and you go right about your day. That easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you are the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help every day. Number one, I have consistent joint pain in my knees, hips, shoulders, or back. Number two, the pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. Number three, I'm missing work or saying no to activities that I enjoy. Number four, I don't want surgery and a long recovery. Did you answer yes to more than one of these questions? Today could be your day to turn that corner and finally get relief. QC Kinetics treatments are easy. The consultation is free, so don't wait. Call today. I hope I was helpful. Trust me. Call today, 401-373-PAIN.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now.
Basically, calls. No missed customers. Free at quote. Try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Junior Achievement is where dreams take flight. We are helping students connect what they learn in school to life outside the classroom as adults, be it work and career readiness, money management, or starting a business. However, we can't do it alone. Go to ja.org to learn more.
Covering Boston sports and beyond. We're back to Christian Arcand on WEEI.
Do you anticipate any kind of discipline coming down for him regardless of what this investigation uncovers?
My guess is no. There may be some sort of communication from MLB saying that while we understand how that may have triggered your emotions, we expect players to conduct themselves differently on the field in regards to fans. However reprehensible their comments may be, I don't think there would be anything in the way of a fine, and certainly not a suspension.
There's Sean McAdam just a moment ago. Thanks to him again for jumping on with the program. It was good to hear from Sean. And his take on what may or may not happen coming up here with Jarren Duran. And if you missed it, Jarren Duran at Target Field was caught on camera flipping off a fan. Joe Braverman had a viral tweet about it.
I think I was numero uno. It wasn't the greatest video, obviously, because I
You gotta zoom in. You gotta zoom in a little more. You had way too much other stuff going on there. You know, way too much. It wasn't headroom, but it was like below and around. You gotta crop it up a little bit better. But other than that, good tweet, viral tweet. Did some numbers there for you. As you saw Duran jogging off the field, he flips off a fan. I don't know why I did that. Like, you don't know what that looks like. Hey everybody on Twitch, this is what he did. But you know, like that's what you saw. And then after the game, he told reporters that he heard a fan tell him to kill himself. And he flipped the fan off. And there was an outpouring of support from Alex Cora and others for Duran, and Duran addressed it as well. We played the comments that he had yesterday. And before we get to what I discussed yesterday, there is an update to this coming to us from Jen McCaffrey at The Athletic and Dan Hayes, who is the Minnesota Twins, covers them for The Athletic. He's on the Twins beat for The Athletic as well. And here is the headline. Twins probe has yet to corroborate unacceptable taunt towards Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran. And the lead, one day after Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran said he was told to kill himself by a fan at Target Field to jab at his mental health, it prompted him to respond with an obscene gesture. The person briefed on the situation said on Wednesday that an investigation by the Twins has yet to corroborate details about the incident. The Twins said in a statement early yesterday, "We are made aware of the situation and are looking into it. There's no place in our game for conduct like that." This happened in Tuesday's game. After Tuesday's game, Duran relayed the comment he heard, and it was a direct reference to a revelation he made last year when he shared that he once attempted to take his own life amidst a mental health struggle. "Someone told me to kill myself," Duran said. "I'm used to it at this point. S happens, I'm going to flip somebody off if they say something like that to me. It is what it is. I shouldn't react like that. But that stuff is still triggering." Alex Cora spoke as well. But because Duran didn't alert his teammates, coaches, or security personnel, McCaffrey and Hayes write, a Twins official said the club was unaware of the alleged incident until after the game. The league source said multiple people seated in the area had been interviewed. One person with knowledge of the event said fans were bragging afterward that Duran had flipped them off after they had mocked his swing. Though the announced crowd was 16,220 people, only about in spite of the subdued crowd noise, field and TV microphones did not pick up fans yelling for Duran to harm himself or mocking his swing. Additional audio or video of the incident has yet to surface on social media or in the public sphere. After Wednesday's 9-5 series-ending victory, the Red Sox declined to comment on the investigation, but they reiterated that they support Duran. Red Sox statement read, "We fully support Jarren. He spoke after the game, took accountability for his reaction in the moment. Comments directed at players to cross the line have no place in our game. Jarren's been open about his struggles with mental health, and using that as a point of attack is unacceptable." Couple of things here. Just because this investigation has not corroborated what Jarren Duran said does not mean that he made it up. It does not. It doesn't help his case that they can't find anybody to corroborate it. It doesn't, to strengthen his case or anything like that. But it doesn't, by any means, prove that what he said wasn't true. The thing that I'm a little hung up on here with Duran is the fact that, well, yes, if someone said that to him and he reacted that way, it's not, I don't think that's a crazy reaction to have to someone doing that. But Duran is a repeat offender. And one of the other times he did this, the fan said something similar, and that fan was in Cleveland, and that fan got dealt with. He's also had outbursts like this at fans who didn't say that, who didn't say anything close to that. He used a slur that we all remember on a fan who told him it looked like he was swinging a tennis racket, or I forget what the exact taunt was, but it was more along the lines of, "Hey, batter, batter, swing batter," or "We want a batter, not a glass of water," or whatever, some Little League chant, than it was what was alleged to have been said. In some ways, I don't want to say hurts his credibility because that shouldn't really play into it. But if you're coming up empty in an investigation like this and you can't find any evidence of it, then there are going to be people who sort of turn to the idea of, well, maybe he's just saying that because he lost his temper and now he wants to try and play damage control and put the onus on the fan. That's not my word. I'm just saying, like, when things like that come up, and I know this because I argued about it on these airwaves. When Adam Jones and the Baltimore Orioles said that he heard a slur at Fenway Park, and people at this station who don't work here anymore, obviously, but I argued with Callahan and other people about it. Well, no one heard it. There's no evidence. There's no this. There's no that. I don't think it's true. That was the conclusion that they came to. And I thought that was wrong, and I think it's wrong to do that now. But there is unlike with Jones or Torrey Hunter or CC Sabathia or whoever else made comments or, made accusations about fans at Fenway Park over the years, with Duran, there's been past incidents. He's a repeat offender when it comes to this stuff, and that's why I sort of pressed McAdam there on whether or not he thinks that anything's going to happen. Like, I would agree if this was the first time, if he has only ever had an outburst at a fan because of something that was really awful that he said, but that's not really true. I mean, that's not really true. I'm not going to say I don't believe him. That's way out of bounds for me to, I think, say, especially since it's such a serious accusation. But I do think that there is maybe, another way that this whole narrative could go. I don't want to feed into that. I don't think that that's fair to him or fair to anybody else. But it could end up being one of those things where he said something, the Twins looked into it, they couldn't find anyone to pin it on, and, it just kind of hangs in the air there. And maybe the next time he goes after Thursday or flips off of that, whatever he does, in his statement, if someone says that, it's like, Jaron, man, like, I understand it's tough, but you gotta be able to control yourself a little bit. You keep doing this over and over again, there are going to be consequences. Not to mention the fact he's having a brutal season on the field. And a player like that is not performing, and there's other stuff going on like that, that can add up. That can add up in a way that is not useful for the player. It's not going to help your career, that's for sure. And, maybe if he's having such a bad season, that's the more important thing, obviously, but stuff like this doesn't help you. I hope whatever happens, if they find the guy that did it and they ban him for life, I think all of that should happen, and I think that Jaron Durant should not feel bad about his mental health. I think what he did, I agree with Alex Cora. I think him doing that was really
fucking
great.
like
I think
bug
with a
now.
platform like that, to open up like that, and
bro, I don't want to fucking
vulnerable
talk
like
to you.
that, and all the people that look up to him and everything, that's really important. That was a really important, great thing that he did. And I hear him say things like, "Oh, it's my fault."
Stay in your fucking
It's
rider.
not your fault. It's their fault. It's people's fault in the crowd for saying things like that to you. And that's the big difference there. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, Joe, what do you got?
I was just gonna say, like, the reason why we're saying Durant has to hold back is not because of him and the story that he's releasing, is because there are going to be these fan incidents, whether they're right or not, it's going to happen again. That's just how this thing works.
There may be another fan who gets drunk at a game and shouts something out, and they'll get banned for life. But Durant's going to have to go out there and keep playing. They can keep kicking all these fans out of the stadium and hoping that no bad, a-hole drunk ever comes in and says anything bad ever again. But Durant's going to be the one who has to keep going out on the field and playing. And eventually, you just got to be able to block it out, I think. I mean, that's what I would say.
Go to your mother's.
Again, as McAdam said, and as I agree with him, it's very easy for me and other people to say that. We don't have people, 40,000 people all screaming stuff at us. I have about 20,000 people who scream stuff at me on Twitter, but it's not all at once. Except when I say something really dumb, it's all at once. 617-779-7937 is the phone number. Quick break. When we come back, the Boston Celtics, you know who their opponents will be. It is the Philadelphia 76ers. And now we're going to have to face Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, and the rest of the Boston Celtics as they go on to try and go deeper into the playoffs, certainly than they did last year. And their first test is going to be Tyrese Maxey, maybe Joel Embiid, Paul George, and the Sixers. We'll get to that with your phone calls right after this.
The Christian Arcand Show on WEEI.
So many people have tried and failed to sell their homes. Yours will sell, guaranteed. My buddy Nathan Clark will make sure the sale happens no matter what. Nathan finds buyers for every home. His marketing system makes it routine for him to sell houses fast for the most money possible. That's how he knows he'll find a buyer. If for whatever reason he can't find one at a price and deadline that you agreed to beforehand, the Nathan Clark team with your home sold guaranteed realty will buy it for that agreed upon price, or Nathan will pay you the difference. Go to NathanClarkTeam.com and start packing.
Yeah. I heard all the chirps when I started Awaken 180. Hags has got a long way to go, and let's see how long this lasts. Very funny. Well, how's this for an update? I'm down over 30 pounds. It's easy because I'm eating to lose weight, and I can absolutely feel the difference. Less pressure on my knees when I'm working out, skating, coaching, all of it. First thing people say when they see me now, you can see the weight loss in your face, but in a really healthy way. I noticed it too after looking at pics from my son's hockey championship winning game. I'm looking at those photos thinking, wow, it looks like Awaken 180 is already not 10 years off. See for yourself on Twitter, @HacksWithHags. Down a shirt size, down a pant size, and my clothes actually fit the way they're supposed to again. The benefits just keep on coming, and I've only just started Awaken 180. If I can do it, anybody can. Do it the proven way, the fast way, and only do it once. Free support for life, awaken180weightloss.com.
Plus tax, title, and 400.e with approved credit. Leases for 24 months, $49.99 to its signing. 0 security, 10,000 miles per year. Ends 4/30/26.
Go for the power of savings with new Hondas from just $99 a month.
Now I'm ghosted. Switch your lanes too clean, never posted. Masked up, slick tongue, never posted. They fell for the image, now they toasted. Play a dog in the mist, you know this. Too many faces, I don't do close to this. I move like chess, not checkers in the sheets. Left hearts in the city, no receipts. Whispers in the dark, I don't repeat. Game in the choke, no defeat. I talk in code, no text, no trace. Ran through the vibes, no names, no face. They thought they had me, nah, too late. I slide through the scene, leave them dazed and gray. She said she different, nah, I salute. Same pitch, new lips, same scoop. Had them in line like a dress code. Now I'm off grid with the next code. I lost track, 100 deep, now I'm ghosted. Switching lanes to never boasted. Masked up, slit tongue, never posted. They fell for the image, now they toasted. Play a dog in the mist, you ain't noticed. Too many faces, I don't do closeness. Passport heart, I ain't claiming no zone. Hit them with the silence, they checking my tone. Never made promises, just played the role. If she talk legacy, I'm back on Rome. This ain't no fairy tale, I don't do men. They fell for the trip, I'm gone with the lift. 2 seas in the fall, I dip when it shift. Play a dog, still barking, silent and swift. 100 tales, no regrets in the law. Never claimed love, just left to fall. They traced back footprints in the small, but I'm already gone, play a dog.